here. Thank you so much for waiting. I'm so sorry. I'm like double late, right? So I'm going at 10:30 and then now I'm late for my own party. What's up with that, right? So I'm so glad that you guys are willing to shift with me. Just trying to get everything set up here. As you can see, I am kitting up tonight for our hashtag for the love of fandom 2021, which starts April 1st. I will be kicking it off here in my live next week, April 2nd, but I've got to kit this baby up. So I thought we could kit it up while we talked. How you guys doing tonight? Are you having a happening Friday? I think I'm going to use this. This is what I have my, hey Vixie, hey Cindy, hey Susan, good to see you. Hi Tia, honey bunny. Oh, I forgot I had this already. Never mind, I won't be using this. I have this still left over from, I forget what it was. Hannah Lynn. Hey Kathy, hey Fairy Tale Poet, good to see you. Hey Cindy, hey Jennifer Rushton, welcome, welcome. Hi Diamond Sparkle Chase, if I missed you, my computer is on like 5 feet away from me, so I can't really scroll if it passes. Let me grab some Harbor Freight. Switching gears here. Oh, I don't want to open a new one. There's so many I've got to go through. Hey, Susan Z, how's it going? Hey, Francine, good to see you. Hey, Cynthia, I'm so glad you made it. Oh, Yvonne, awesome. I was driving and listening earlier over on Mickey's chat. Hey, Sharon to be Joy. Good to see you. I am doing well. Thank you so much. Today has been a crazy day, so to speak. But I have some funny stories, guys. Oh my gosh. We're talking about naked in the kitchen with applesauce. We're talking about walking into a fog and having burning lungs. What else? There was something else. There was another story I had that I was going to share with you guys. But this week, every day has been Face Palm Wednesday. I swear I am going to copyright that phrase. For those of you watching, hey Nicole, good to see you. For those of you watching, I am going to be kitting up my Treasure Studios art for the love of fandom 2021, hashtagging it. We're going to have an event. You guys can use any fandom you want. It can be any size that's 30 by 40 or larger. If it's a partial, you can use it. As long as the part that you can drill is 30 by 40. You do not have to complete it. It's April 1st through May 15th. You only have to get 30 by 40 done of your image. And I have this huge Treasure Studios art. Oh my gosh. And I'm running late today, disorganized. Somewhere is my inventory sheet. So I don't even know how large this is, but this is freaking large, people. I don't know. Valerie, what was I thinking? She is my event partner. We're talking 60 centimeters wide. And oh my goodness. Sue, great question. So fandom is anything you're a fan of. Just to, tell you. So, for instance, I'm doing Doctor Who. Some people are doing like Mandy Manzano because they're fans of her. Some people are doing Disney because they're fans of Disney. Some people are doing sports teams because they're fans of the sports teams. Some people are doing Marvel or comic book characters. Some people are I have one person who loves mountains, and so they are doing a Canadian mountain range because they are fans of the mountain range. So as long as you can put a good story to it as to why it's fandom for you, it'll do. It'll do. It does need to be a fresh start, but you do not have to complete it. All right, so what am I doing? I actually put this huge canvas on my copy machine. That's why I was running late, because I could not find my inventory sheet. Usually I keep it with the drills, but as you can see, there's no inventory sheet here. Exactly, fairy tales, My Little Pony. It can be 80s rock band. It could be a big apple if you're like an Apple iPhone person. I say that as I'm staring at my husband. Minions. It can be like if you're a fan of Corvettes and you got some cars. The one thing we are is there has to be some story behind it. It can't just be like, I love panda bears, so I'm doing panda bears. It needs to be like, I like, you know, I don't know. That's just an example. So what I did is I put this through my copy machine so I could cut it out, so I could put it through the sticker maker. Yeah, so if you have a love for flowers, fandom is a little, like, it's super general, but you would almost have to, like, yeah, so that's a little too general. So if there's a particular flower character that you know of, like, if, I don't know, I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to figure, I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet, and I tried to do it so I could fit both through here. Just a little too wide. So if you have a love for flowers, then what I would do is pick like a particular garden that's, you know, if you have a Chuck Penson garden, or if you have like something that you can fall back on, and it can't just be a flower. Like somebody who liked the mountains, I said it has to be a particular mountain range, and you can say this is this Canadian mountain range, you know, so it has to have some sort of connection with what you love. But like if you like mermaids, you can be a fan of, you know, something like that. Like anyway, so what you just saw me do is, like I said, I put this through the copier, cut it so I could put it through my sticker maker, and then I'm going to be putting it on the Harbor Freights. And then Treasure Studios Art does kit it up in, hey Crashly, good to see you. Baggies. I realized, because I was like, oh, I can do baggies, it's okay. But my last painting, I was like, what is so hard? Why don't I want to diamond paint? And I realized I'm so in love with like having it in a plastic storage that I can pour in and out. I realized I needed to store it up, kit it up. And so I did, and after that, I was like back to diamond painting. And so that was, you know, if something's not feeling right, investigate. Sometimes you just don't want to diamond paint, and that's okay. But sometimes it could just be, I mean, I was trying to be lazy, but it wasn't good. Yes, this is my Doctor Who outfit. Nice. I'm so excited. So excited. And Valerie and I are going to have a lot of fun. Hey, Diamonds Around You. So good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Just waiting till a few more people come in. I know I'm crossing over with someone else's channel. I'm so sorry. But my daughter had a doubleheader tonight with soccer. And the team that she played from 8 to 9 was her best friends team. Like all three people are on, all three of her friends are on the other team. And then she's the goalie of her team. And so they were trash talking all week. And she actually was going over to one of the girls' places tonight because it was her birthday. And I was like, I can't miss it. You know, my daughter is only going to have so many games left that I can make. And I needed to be there. So I got home by like 9:10, 9:20, something like that. And I was in Mickey's Live for a few minutes because I was driving and lurking. But I also didn't want to just cancel. I mean, I was just going to sit there and stare at the TV. I'm good. I tried to post that I was coming late. I'm sorry. I even put in the thumbnail, like, look at the new time. I don't know how to communicate, you know? Yeah, Susan, that's perfect. I love it. That is perfect. Crashly, I just went through my whole spiel, girl. If you like strawberry milkshakes, then you have to have a particular scene with a strawberry milkshake character.
Or strawberry shortcake.
So, you know, Susan did a great job of coming up with that. Yeah, exactly, Susan. So if you want to hop on board and do that, that would be, it's okay. You were being mom. It's all right. You don't have to be late. You're never late here. You just got to watch some replay stuff. That's all. No, but I was just explaining that, you know, if it's something general like liking pandas, or, you know, Susan was saying, what about flowers, that then there just needs to be a little initiative on figuring out how to make it more fandom than just a flower. So, you know, she came up with the perfect solution of Robin Mead and her flowers. Hey, Mindy. So yeah, great. It's not just a random, there's a tiny bit of a story behind it. So if you like strawberry milkshakes, then there needs to be a story behind how your strawberry milkshake is a fandom. Is there certain artists that you have that you're using strawberry milkshakes from? Is there, you know, maybe you have a certain company, you know, that you like particular strawberry milkshakes from? I don't know. Exactly. So if you want to be the runaway boob fandom, go for it. That would work. And yeah. Crazy art fandom. All right, for those of you who just came in, I'm kitting up. I know it looks a little weird right now on screen. I always treat lives like whipping chats, but I'm kitting up my Doctor Who from Treasure Studios Art. Just a little segue. I am an affiliate. Don't give me a thumbs down because I said that. It's only going to take a minute to explain, but you can get 15% off if you use DPGen15. And I am doing... Crash, you're funny. You can, Mindy. You can. I'm not going to say no to that. But it's... I'm doing an offer if you do purchase using my code, Treasure Studios Art, between March 1st and April 30th. You will be automatically entered into a drawing to receive a $50 gift card. And I just made the announcement of the last $50 gift card on the Spring Galore Bonanza. I still have to ask Rachel over at TSA who the order number is. I have been really off this week. Thank you so much, Tia. I appreciate you. So yeah, I was with my daughter and she did fantastic. We had a really good time. So I'm excited about that. That's why I was running late tonight. But I did not want to leave you guys behind, and I really wanted to kit this up, and I had too many funny stories to share with you guys. Can't wait. These are Harbor Freight. I was going to put it in my other one, but I realized I didn't dekit. I have several I have to dekit. And I also have a bunch that I'm still working on. Brandy was talking earlier in Mickey's Live about how she has 4 going on. I like to have 2 going on. All right, crinkle, crinkle, and dump. So I'm sorry if you're wearing headphones. I am using Harbor Freight for those of you who are wondering. Where was I? Oh, this week has been crazy. I went to work on Monday, worked 8 to 7. Then I went to work I worked from home on Tuesday, and then I went to work on Wednesday to work. I know I do. Hi, Lizzie. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm late tonight, but thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Maybe I should do a pop-up live on dekitting. Like, hey, keep me company while I, like, dekit for 4 hours. It's going to be a dekitting marathon. Would you guys come to that? Oh, my goodness. My goodness. So I went to work on Wednesday, and I was supposed to work 8 to 7 again, and I had a meeting. I was in supervision. I supervise the clinicians where I work, and I was, listening. She was asking questions, etc. And we're done at 10. I had a 10 o'clock appointment, and she was in the lobby waiting for me. I had the interpreter on the phone, ready to go out to the lobby, and all of a sudden we open the door when supervision is done, and everybody was packing up. Now, granted, only 20 people are allowed in our building, and there's normally 80. So there was about 10, 15 people in the building at that time. The case managers coming in and out, picking up stuff to take to their clients. But they were packing up and leaving. Like, not just normal leaving. Like, everybody was in this rush mode. And I'm like, what did we miss? And all I could think of, too, was we just went through an active shooter training. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And, nobody is panicking. They just... Woo! Awesome, Vivian. So glad. So, crinkle alert. I'm going to open drills so I can start kitting up. I'm going to take them out first. All right. And come to realize, somebody had come into our building who was exposed to COVID, and so everyone had to leave. Oh, Narita, thank you so much. Bless your heart. Thank you. That's going to go to good use to warm my heart this week, because you guys, I'm going to be talking about applesauce and naked Jenn in the kitchen, okay? This was... And there was no hanky-panky about it. It was a legit story. So thank you so much. So yeah, somebody had come in who was exposed to COVID, and so the corporate office said we all had to leave. I'm like, but my client is in the lobby, and it's going to take me 45 minutes to get the medical transportation to come pick her up. Can I already have her scheduled to be picked up at 10? Can she just come in my office We turn on the air filter and have our session. Nope, everyone has to leave. So what does Jen have to do? I have to get on the, I didn't leave for half an hour because I had to get on the call. I had to call the insurance company, call medical transportation. Then I had to get the interpreter back on the phone to explain to the client what was going on. And then nobody was there to take her home, so I had to take her home. And that's very awkward. Like having your therapist take you home. I was like, oh my gosh. I do not like this. Oh. So I took her home, rescheduled, so I had to pay the interpreter a second time because we had to reschedule. We don't not pay them for the first time. And then this is a big bag of TARDIS blue. If you want to know what color TARDIS is, the TARDIS with Doctor Who, the color is $9.95. That sounds like I'm selling something. Yeah, so I took her home, came home, started working. You know, thankfully the rest of my I had to call the rest of my clients, let them know that it no longer was in the office. So I had to set up Zoom meetings, let all the interpreters know the information for the Zoom meeting so they could, so then I'm paying all the interpreters again to call everybody, all my clients, and pass on the Zoom links. And our admin is out of town. She's on vacation. So I'm doing all of this between also being the therapist. And as the interpreters are calling the clients are like, oh, I forgot to tell you, I have a doctor's appointment. I won't be in. So now I've paid the interpreter to call to schedule the Zoom. And now I have to pay for the session and the client's not even there. And I've already prepped for the sessions. You know, I've already spent 30 minutes trying to prep for them, get treatment plans, and then they're canceled last minute, and then I can't jump into anything else because now I only have 20 minutes. It was just like Wednesday. I just need Wednesday to be over. I just need it to be over. Yes, and then Thursday I worked from home, and then today. So today I drop kiddo off at school. We do the carpool. So I drop her and 2 other kids off at school, and I get to work at 8. And Narita might be able to answer that question, Crashly. Narita, do you know an uncommon crochet hook that Crashly can use? Size? Right, exactly, Narita. Exactly. So I get there at 8. Nobody is in the parking lot. Now on a Friday, that's pretty normal because most case managers come in at 9. The front desk doesn't even come in till 8:30. I get there around 8:10 because I have to drop the kiddo off. And so I walk in, and as I walk in, I'm like, this is odd. And then I start to hear this almost like a vacuum cleaner. And I'm like, what? And I look down the hall, and down the hall is this like fog. Like someone had this fog machine going. And at first I'm like, are my glasses fogging up? Like, what is going on here? And then I hear this, like and this fog is getting closer and closer. And so I go into my office and I shut the door, and then it smells funny. Like, not smoke funny, but just weird. So I sit at my desk and turn on my computer and open my email, and there's this email from last night at 7. I have a boundary. I don't check my email after work. I stopped working. And the email says, nobody's supposed to come into the office until 9:30 because they needed to extra clean for COVID. And I'm like, I'm sitting in my office sniffing these fumes, and I'm still struggling. My lungs start to burn because even though my office door is shut, the room that he was in has a direct connection to my vent. I can hear when they have meetings in the room where he was down the hall. I can hear them as if they're sitting right next to me. And as I'm breathing this in, I look up and I start seeing the fog coming through the vent. And I'm like, I'm going to die. I am freaking going to die. All I wanted to do was work, and I'm going to die. And I had a 9 a.m. appointment. They were already in their taxi on the way. I've already canceled on them twice because somebody freaking came into our office who had experienced COVID. And we've had to send them back home. And I'm just like, and they speak the rarest language. So I went back out to my car. As I'm leaving, I run into the guy who has this, it seriously looked like the bottle you see people who are using weed, like weed killer. And it was like pumping out this smoke, and he had like this full mask on, and I'm like breathing this in like I'm gonna die. And so he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone was here. And he's like, I should be done in like 15 minutes. I'm like, all right. So I go, and Crashly doesn't care I'm gonna die. She's talking about hooks. So yeah, I don't know. I went out to the car. I sat there. I called the office manager, and I was like, look, I'm like, we had to stick our freaking cell phone numbers in this survey thing so you guys could, text us in case there was an emergency and you had to close the building. Why aren't you freaking using it? Like, why are you emailing us at 7 o'clock at night? I don't get it. Like, my lungs are burning. I have a client who's coming in 15 minutes. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I know we all are tired of this pandemic, but the communication has to be better. And she's like, okay. So thankfully he was done early. I could go into the office at 8:45. My client showed up right at 8:45. So I let him in the building, and my lungs burned all day today. It feels like when you get a cold and you can't breathe deeply, like it has that heaviness on your chest. So I didn't look up. I didn't ask like what it was. I didn't ask what the side effects were. But I was struggling today. Oh, my Lanta. I was struggling, and I was angry too. I was very angry. And I think I had a right to be angry. So I was walking through smoke, breathing it in. Well, at least my lungs are clean, right? At least my lungs are clean. Ooh, static. Sometimes when they go overseas and through the airplanes of hot, cold, and then get shooken up, the static is real, but that's fine. You just kind of put either one of those static beads, which I'll show you in just a minute, or you can put a little square of, what am I trying to think of? Static cling that you put in your dryer, a dryer sheet. Yep. Not to worry, static is not going to affect the beauty. They are sanitized, Vivian. Exactly. Exactly. I have sanitized lungs. All right, I'm going to look for this little bead thing real quick. Oh, where did I hide it? I think I'm going to have to put it in. I lied. I think I hid it too well on myself, so I'll have to come back and put it in there because that's going to be a pain in the butt. So, oh, see, here's another blue. Here's another blue. Here's another blue. Okay. So I'm thinking about doing a second, because I did it last year with Wolfpack. I'm thinking about doing a second summer cool-off event, similar to the fandom, where it's very general, so different things that you're doing can apply to them. But I thought about doing another summer cool-off. Don't know if you guys would be interested in that. I don't have anything planned for June, July, or August. And I'm not trying to plan and fill it up because I know there's a lot going on, but I, as a creator, many times I need purpose. I would send that lady a message asking her, I know, but I don't know. I told her that I was breathing it in and I was not happy. The gentleman didn't seem, I had my like mask so in my office, when I close the door, I can take my mask off, and that's when my lungs were starting to burn because I had my mask off. So as soon as I saw the smoke coming in the vent, I put my mask back on, but it was just the cloth, cloth mask. I don't know. I think my lungs just need a little time to heal. So I just kind of need a little bit of purpose to get through the summer of what I want to work on and why I want to work on it. And so I was trying to think of something that you guys could also have fun with, but you weren't starting a new canvas. I thought about, like, even when you're already started, you could still, sent you a Facebook, my favorite hook. Oh, okay. You know, I thought about, like, once you've already started, as long as you have 30 by 40. Oh, I know, Vivian. I know. So, all right. I think I will. I don't think I'm going to die. If I wake up with superpowers, I'll let you guys know. I'd send them exactly, Suzanne. Maybe I'll hire you to be my advocate. You can, like, call and tell her what for me. I think I was just more frustrated that they aren't using the freaking emergency system. She made some comment about, well, that's all of our company. And I'm like, no. Like, if you close the office because of weather, you send out this thing. Why won't you do it because of COVID? Please be webs. So far, no webs. I don't, my fingers are still. I love it, Sherry. I love it. Oh my goodness. All right, so applesauce story. This is like a true Jenn tube story. I was thinking about saving it for my Jenn tube for members, but then I was like, you know what? This is too too rich of a story. I have to share. Share a meat strap, different occupations. Woo, I like it. That would be so fun. Oh. Okay, so I don't know what night it was. I think it was Thursday night. Yes, Thursday. Yes, last night. I did dog days. I love that, Yvonne. Can I maybe use it? I'm still thinking, but if you give me permission, I may use it. And so I made spaghetti. I made spaghetti last night, and it was very yummy, and I like applesauce with my spaghetti. So we have these little like applesauces that you can take, like Lydia has to my daughter to take to school. And so I dish it all up, and then I get one of those little containers, you know, they're like this big. I take the lid off, and I get ready to dump it. Okay, so let's pretend this is the applesauce, all right? So I go like this, and it's stuck, and I'm being lazy. I don't want to like grab a spoon and like scoop it out. So all I did, guys, all I did was this, like very gently. I went like this, and the minute I just pressed gently, maybe these were superpowers I had before the lung burn, the container busted. And the applesauce went everywhere. I am not kidding. It went up my sleeve to my elbow. It went all down the front of my shirt. It went all over my pants, all over the counter. I'm like, how much could this applesauce spread? All over the floor. And I could feel the cold from the applesauce because it was from the fridge soaking through my clothes onto my skin. And my husband, I don't know if he was... like, literally, it almost hit the ceiling that one night. I don't know if he was in the bathroom or what, but he came into the kitchen, and I was like, I need your help. Like, if I walk through the house, I am going to get applesauce everywhere. Guys, it was clumped everywhere. I said, can you go downstairs and grab me some pajamas? So he was laughing hysterically at me. And my daughter was upstairs in her room. So she is on the second floor. I'm on the first floor in the kitchen. Her bedroom's right above the kitchen in the living room. And then he goes to the basement. When he comes up, I'm like stripping in my kitchen, okay? Because I'm thinking, it's my husband and my daughter's upstairs. She's not going to walk in on this. And so I'm like taking my shirt off and taking my pants off. And the dog's like, oh, she wants to lick the floor because there's applesauce all over it. So as soon as he starts coming up the stairs, I don't have any clothes on. I start hearing my daughter, boom, 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 coming down the stairs. I'm like, seriously? Seriously? You have been upstairs for an hour. And the second I'm naked, you want to come down the stairs. So I hear the door, because there's a door at the bottom of the stairs, and I'm like, don't come in the kitchen, Mom's naked. And she goes, you know, there's a bedroom for that. Oh my goodness. So my husband delivered the pajamas, and I put them on real quick, and then I was like, all right, Mom's covered. Oh my goodness. I was like, seriously? This applesauce? What the heck? Oh my goodness. Only Jenn could barely touch the applesauce, and it ends up being a naked night. So that is what happens in the Roberts household when nobody is looking. And that was just like And then, so that was last night, and then to have lung burn today, and it's crazy. And I did several interviews last week because we're down a person and have been for so long. Yes, I did. I got another container out. And my husband was making fun of me the whole time. He was like, don't squeeze it too hard. Don't pop another applesauce. And I'm like, shut up. Yes. So I had spaghetti and green beans and applesauce and garlic bread. So it was a good dinner. I'm trying to be good. I mean, Crashly is showing me up. I know, Vixie, what is up? Like, this week, you know, you guys are saying it too. It's just been nuts. It's just been nuts. Steven is watching with me. Said you're laughing. Aw, thank you. Maybe, Steven, you can, like, make a piece of artwork that's called Jen's Laugh. How would that be on paper? Like, how would you express laughter? Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. I know, Crashly is just, like, showing me up. So, after she told me about her 4th meal that she's cooked successfully, I'm like, dang, I need to make some food, so that's why I made spaghetti. That's why I made spaghetti. Tia, how would you, like, Fairy Tale, you have a distinct laugh? Oh, I love laughter. I love laughter. My clients think I'm nuts, though. But I wonder how laughter would look in, like, a painting. Or Mindy, she's doing fabulous. Don't knock her. She is, like, becoming the next pioneer woman. Like, seriously, she's getting serious. Why haven't you, Tia? Do you need me to make you some? Soap next week. Oh, Vixie, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, Amy, I'm so glad. You like this? This is like Doctor Who. It's fabulous. Oh, Target. Well, I am super impressed, Crashly. I really am. And I brag about you to my husband and to my other best friend who's here in Grand Rapids. Like, you are just conquering this fear and overcoming. So you got this, girl. Just takes a little bit of confidence, that's all. Well, Amy, you need to get yourself one and join our For the Love of Fandom. TARDIS rules. Where's Valerie? Valerie, are you surviving your in-laws? She's my partner in crime. We're starting next week, this fandom. And she is going to be... Oh, shoot. Okay, see, even I make mistakes. I put 823 in the 825. I lost it. Oh, that's okay. I don't do drumsticks because they're a pain in the neck. They're a pain in the neck. I do a good, like, barbecue pulled pork. I can do roast beef in the crock pot, like pot roast. Pain in the leg. All right, see, that was a pretty easy fix. Just switching it over. Now we got 825. At least you're cooking. Tia, you got this, girl. You can join us and we can all cook together. Fun art of Kitty. She has diamond. Aw, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing, S&J. Cheryl, has anyone tried the new KFC chicken sandwich? I say Chick-fil-A has a run. Really, Cheryl? I will have to try that. I am a big KFC fan, but I'm also a big Chick-fil-A fan. This morning I splurged and had Chick-fil-A. They have a chicken burrito that I really like for breakfast. These are squares. Oh my goodness. So I may do Princess Celeste or Alice and Snow White. Okay, that's awesome. Then I found that once upon a time. Oh no! It disappeared on you? Did it say, not me, and run away? Mindy, I think that's what happened to me. I just got tired of cooking. Like, I didn't cook much this week. I did spaghetti. My husband's been doing a great job of cooking lately, too, as far as, like, he makes Chinese a lot. Chinese, I blew up on Chinese, like, really bad, and my husband and daughter love Chinese. And so I'm like, guys, only twice a week. Like, I can't handle Chinese more than twice a week. Oh, Vixie makes the best grilled cheese. Hey, you know what? Don't knock grilled cheese. I personally like, hey, Harriet and Cher, good to see you. I personally like tomato soup to dip my grilled cheese in. Am I crazy? No time to cook. I hear ya. Well, and evidently when I cook, Shine, I just started at 10:30. I went later tonight because my daughter had a doubleheader soccer game and I didn't get home until 9:15. And I needed to take a breather after my day. I love my Instapot. Absolutely love it. But I was saying I like grilled cheese. I like to dunk it in my tomato soup. And we used to have this battle in our home where we would... Well, I'm glad you're here, Shine. So glad. Did you see I bought all those fishies? Like, even though you're like, you only have to buy 5 of them. I'm like, I'm getting the whole collection. I make gourmet grilled cheese. Oh, Fairy Tale, there you go. You've got something in your back pocket. Exactly. So we had, growing up, we would have Campbell's tomato soup. And my dad would make it. That was like one of the things he made all the time. And there was this debate on tomato soup with Ritz crackers. Oh yeah, Ritz crackers are really good in there too. Grow with a cover. Yes. Grilled ham and cheese. Oh, I'm starting to get hungry again. Yes, Mindy, that's where I was going. With milk or water. Hey, Susan, good to see you. We had that big debate. Do you make it with milk or do you make it with water? And we had 4 people in our family, and 2 liked it with milk and 2 liked it with water. And we had to make 2 cans anyway because there were 4 of us. So my dad would always make 1 can with milk and 1 can with water. So, I don't know. Music listening in the background. So for those of you new coming in, I'm prepping for our For the Love of Fandom 2021. I'm doing Doctor Who. Doctor Who. How you feeling, Shine? It was so good to be able to be in your live. I always buy things when I'm in your live, though. And this, do you see, Shine? This is why I wanted the Doctor Who thing, right? I'm doing my For the Love of Fandom. And I've been catching up on my Doctor Who. So now I'm into, I think, the second to final, not final, but like newest season. My husband was sad. He watches Superstore. It's the one that kind of makes fun of a store similar to Walmart. And they just had their series finale he watched. And he's like, why are all the shows I like off? And I'm like, honey, it went for like 5 or 6 years. I'm like, we just have to wait for the new rotation of new shows to come out. But I end my day usually with Golden Girls. I put it on my iPad next to the bed while I'm like winding down. And I came to bed late one night this week. And my husband was still like, I could, Mindy. Doctor Who is a sci-fi, and I didn't think you were into sci-fi, so it wouldn't surprise me. I'm not super into sci-fi, but I am into Doctor Who. I think they have good writing as far as jokes and different things. It is a little out there. Feeling okay, a little tight today because I forgot. Oh, this morning. I'm sorry. Binge watch a new show. Spartacus? Oh, you desperately need new binge. See, I don't know what you have seen, Crashly, and like you and I like some of the same shows, but then we also have different tastes as well. It's a science fiction show. Exactly. One show I really like, but there's only like 3 for each season, is the Sherlock, which is also British based as well. Guys, we're doing it! I'm on the last color! So exciting! And I got squares because I wasn't thinking of doing it for fandom when I bought it. So I'm going to be... You love it with milk, Narita. That's good to know. I can take it either way now as an adult. The reason I think I liked it with water is because I dipped my sandwich in it. Hey, Christy! Good to see you, girlfriend. 7, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35 colors. I am kitting up a TSA done by Mystique. It's Doctor Who. If I could find a DP of Willow and Tara. Oh, I love Buffy the Vampire. Woo! Love it. How do you have time to binge watch with work? Cheryl, she does like chat and stuff, and then they also have like family time. Sometimes we sacrifice sleep for shows too. All right. And then I have some leftover because there's a lot of blue in this sucker. So these are ones that... And what I might do later is fill these extra ones with these, but I need to make copies of what color they are so that I don't have to worry about them being in baggies. I found a Buffy canvas. Oh, what size was it? Was it big or was it small? 30 by 40 or larger. I saw that, Mindy. My husband and I were like mourning the loss. Work from home as a chat ref, so no customers on the phone. The background to maintain my... Exactly. She led, I mean, I don't know what her life was, but, oh, it was a whole cast, not just, okay. Trying to put a code. Oh, no! Christy, no, no. Let's see here. Plastic baggies. I do wish that these came off easier because then, yeah, that's not going to turn out for you. That's going to be super pixely. They shouldn't have even produced that fairy tale because that's, whoever gets it is going to be very upset. But if these stickers came off a little bit easier, then I could recycle them, right? And give them, like, give them to people who need baggies, you know, like Shine, who might cry, calling, what do you mean? You should be fine. You actually, what did you buy, Christy? All right, so my For the Love of Fandom is all ready. It's going to take everything in my power to not do this. Hey, Mary! Oh, you're fine being late to the party. It's not late when, it's when you get here, you get here. I love how Shine says it too. Oh, yeah. Yep. Do snacks till then. What do you mean do snacks? Oh, I have my Lizzie hiding under here. So, does that mean you can enjoy getting your new Lizzie crafty with Christy? I don't know why you're upset. Is it just because it was more money than you thought? Or that you bought it without your code? I'm sure Rachel can help you with that. So this is, I'm going to look up what the official name is. It's up here. This is a Treasure Studios art by Mystique. And it's called Timey Wimey Doctor by Mystique Arts. It's a 60 by 80. It's got 35 colors. This is North Pole. So I just have this little section right here to do. And that's what I'm working on. Oops, I'm sorry I shook you. Yvonne, it's okay. It's not an earthquake. It's all right. So just this section here. So I'm hoping to finish it this weekend. But I'm excited. So this is the one I'm going to be doing. And then I'm also going to be doing a new Whip and Chat series called Springing Up Hope. I'm going to be doing, my members picked out which one to do. And so I will be showing that this weekend, which one I'm going to do. And my first Whip and Chat will be me kitting up that canvas. Glass of wine. Unsanitized. I do. I love it. So if you guys missed it, I highly recommend watching the replay. I told 2 stories tonight about me being naked in applesauce. And I also talked about my lungs now being sanitized. So, you guys, yeah. But I'm very excited to be working on this piece. So I hope to get North Pole done. I finished my Dragonling, Frostling. And then that leaves me only with my crystal, this one. So I'm probably going to try to finish this one this week. I didn't store this properly, guys. I have to go back through and fix some things. It got scrunched. I was just going to put it aside for a quick minute, and then it got scrunched. And this is why you do your canvases with drills out, not drills in. And then it fell behind something. So I have to go through right here where it folded and realign those and push them down. because otherwise they're gonna pop off. So FYI, do as I say, not as I do, because you do not want to mess up your canvas. It's too important. So I will probably, oh, I need to stop. I'm ruining it. Okay, so I'm gonna gently put this back. I'm gonna fix that this weekend, but I hope to finish this one this weekend. I hope to get a good finish on North Pole before next Friday, and then that way I only am working on 2 canvases and not 5. All right, Vixie won a canvas for the Hannah Lynn event, so she'll be doing Hannah. Oh, that's awesome! Yes, Christy. It's a long story, but it's funny. I'm glad that no matter what my fandom canvas is, exactly, fairy tale. I have a lot of the 9.95s, which I sound like a really bad infomercial when I'm like, $9.95. So, well, guys, it has been a great hour. Hey, Beth, good to see you. I know that it wasn't the normal time, but I appreciate you guys being in here, saying hello. If you are coming in, please watch #replay. I did tell a couple funny stories, talking about prepping for the Love of Fandom 2021, some details about that, and potentially what I'm going to be doing this summer. So please #replay. And I'm so excited for what we have coming up. So I love you all. Take care. Have a fabulous night. Thank you for spending it with me. You guys are such a blessing. You make me a better person. So take care. Be blessed. Bye-bye.